guys, I just wanted to come in here today and show you one of the things I like to do for breakfast, and that is make a flavored oatmeal. Your ingredients you're going to need are oats, some cinnamon, some brown sugar, and some maple syrup, and of course hot water if you like hot water in your oatmeal. So my first step that I do is I just take my oats and I just pour in about as much as I want to eat that day. No measurements required, just kind of put what you want to eat. So that looks about as much as I would like to eat today. I'm just measuring in the bowl. There's plenty in there. And so the next thing I like to do is get some of my brown sugar. This is dark brown sugar. And I put probably about a teaspoon in. A little bit more because I like things to be sweet. So that's probably about a teaspoon. And then I'm going to go put in some cinnamon and sprinkle that in, probably about, just pretty much to taste. That's about maybe even an eighth of a teaspoon, just sprinkled on there. And then I'm going to add some pure maple syrup. All of this is all natural, of course, and sticky and hard to open. Anyway, but it's all natural so that I can control what I'm having. Because I used to eat those flavored packets of oatmeal that you can just buy at the grocery store already mixed together. But, along with your your breakfast, you're getting a bunch of chemicals and random things that you're not exactly sure what they are. So I put in about another teaspoon of maple syrup, and I'm just going to mix this all around so that the brown sugar and the maple syrup and the cinnamon spread around onto all of the oats. And what you're going to notice is a change of color. The oats are going to go from like a light brown or closer to white or beigey color, and it's just going to kind of warm up and get a little more brown as all of the flavors coat the oats. So just go in there and mix it around, make sure there's no big clumps of brown sugar or cinnamon or anything like that, or no big piles of maple syrup, and just keep mixing until each oat is well coated. Might hear the whistling of my tea kettle because my water is now hot. I started off, before I started with this, I went ahead and put about a cup and a half of water in a tea kettle, and I'm letting that boil and get hot on the stove. If you want, you could obviously just cover this with water, make sure that the oats are covered in water, and then put that in the microwave for about 1 minute and 30 seconds, or until it's the consistency that you prefer and it's all the way cooked. Okay, so as you notice, it's definitely warmed up in color. The ingredients have spread around and all the oats are coated. It's a little more clumpy. My spoon's got a little stuff stuck on there. Okay, so now I'm just going to move this over here to my stove, where there's my super cool old-fashioned tea kettle with hot boiling water. And so what I'm going to do now is just pour the water into the oats. Now I like mine to be thicker. I know some people like their oatmeal to be like really soupy and things like that. That's not really my taste. So I like mine to be thicker, so I only poured in a little bit of water, just enough to get the oats wet. So I poured in that, and I'm kind of mixing it around to make sure the water is on all of the oats and everything is wet. And since the water is already boiling hot, it's cooking the oats. think I may add just a taste more water feel like it's a little too dry for my taste. So adding just a little bit more water. And just like I said, mix it around so that all of the oats are wet and coated in the water and the deliciousness that's in here. And then all you need to do is let it sit for just like about a minute so that it has time to cook and get, you know, so that you don't have any raw oats. And then you're done. You can add in after this if you like to add butter or you want to add a little bit of milk to make it a little bit creamier. Then, you know, add that after this point. But for me, this is perfect. It's got just enough flavor. It's got the maple flavor, the brown sugar flavor with a little hint of cinnamon. And, you know, pretty much it's whatever measurements that you prefer, however you like your oatmeal. If you want more like a liquidy, creamy oatmeal, add more water. If you want less oats, add less oats. If you want more flavor, add more brown sugar, add more maple syrup, add more cinnamon. But this is made specifically for me, so I made it how I like it. So I hope you guys give this a try and you know, put away those little processed packets of oatmeal. It's really quick and easy to make yourself. I did this in less than 2 minutes, so or less than 5 minutes, I mean to say. So it's a really quick and easy, delicious breakfast, and that's wholesome and yummy. So give it a try. Bye.